In our mixer, we're gonna start with 1 cup of butter. Extremely soft. I'm using unsalted. You can use salted, just don't add any additional salt to the recipe if you're gonna use salted. 3/4 a cup white sugar. Because I used unsalted butter, I'm gonna add some salt, about 1/4 teaspoon, or really to your preference. 1 egg. I recommend cracking it in a separate bowl so that way if you get any shells in, you don't have to dig it out of the whole thing, just the little bowl you put it in. About 1 teaspoon of some vanilla, 1 teaspoon of almond extract or almond bakery emulsion. That's what I'm using. This is what it looks like. I got mine at Hobby Lobby, but you can order it on Amazon. For me, almond extract brings back a ton of nostalgia. It reminds me of the holidays and baking, and it's just one of my favorite flavors when it comes down to cookies and cake. But if you're not a fan of it, feel free to get rid of it. I went ahead and added my paddle attachment before we add any flour. We're gonna go ahead and let this mix until it's nice and creamy. Once it looks like this, and it looks relatively like dough, just obviously loose because it doesn't have the flour, then you can go ahead and add your flour. We're gonna do 2 1/4 cup. Then you can give it a mix until it all comes together. Then once you have all your dough together, you wanna make sure you don't overmix it because then you're gonna get tough cookies and no one wants a tough cookie. If you wanted to color these red or green or any other color that you'd like, make sure you do that before you add your flour so that way you're not overmixing. I went ahead and wrapped my cookie dough so I can continuously keep coming back to it and it doesn't get dried out in the bowl. Then you're gonna take your cookie gun. You can get this off Amazon. Mine is by the brand Wilton, but the brand truly doesn't matter. Then I'm going to start shoving cookie dough in here. It gets kind of messy. Then once you have it filled, you're gonna put it down, press, drop, press, drop. Do not put a liner down. You want them to stick to the pan because that is how they are going to properly bake. Then you're gonna put them in the oven at 350 for 8 minutes. And this is what they look like when they're done. I mean, yeah!